Mapdad here. So if you've been following me this summer, and quite frankly, who has? No one really. But anyway, with a son in the graduating class of 2022, we took another few college trips this summer. Besides Mapdad's alma mater of Northwestern, north of Chicago, father and son decided to check out two of the big Florida schools, Florida and Florida State. So it was a chance to compare Gainesville and Tallahassee. We spent one night in each city and saw both campuses. Lots of brick. Lots and lots of brick. In fact, we were told on our Florida State tour that Doak Campbell Stadium at FSU is the second largest brick structure in the world after the Great Wall of China. In Gainesville, the campus is just west of downtown. As a sports nut, walking into the swamp was impressive. Seeing how close some of the fans are to the field can make this a very intimidating place for visitors. And hearing the crowd sing native son Tom Petty's Won't Back Down before the fourth quarter as a tribute to the late rocker, I think would send chills down my spine. By the way, Lillian's music store, where Petty would get his instruments as a young musician, is no longer a music store. Now, we couldn't take a formal tour of the UF campus since they were all booked, but the self-guided tour on our phone on the Gatorway app took us past the French fry sculpture and the Century Tower. The area in between campus and downtown seems to be emerging, if that's the right term. I can't say I know diddly about downtown Gainesville, except there is a Bo Diddley Park. We stayed at a Homewood Suites out by I-75 within shouting distance of a handful of similar mid-price chains. The hotel felt a bit worn, but clean nonetheless. Lunch at the Peach Valley Cafe, a local chain, a good sandwich and salad combo. Dinner that night was at a Dave & Buster's, so it was fine, nothing to write home about. Lunch the following day, though, was a local's favorite, Satchel's Pizza. It's nowhere near the university or downtown. Instead of a flight of beers to start, it was a flight of homemade sodas and beverages, all of them actually quite good. The homemade cola, lemonade, and ginger ale, all very interesting. Now, I went with pizza in two forms, sharing a cheese pizza with my son and taking a slice of meatball for myself, which I actually liked better as it was a little more well done. Still a great find off the beaten path. A week later, it was Tallahassee, Florida State capital, home to Florida State and home to actual changes in elevation. While most of Florida is pancake flat, the Capitol complex sits at the top of a hill where Monroe Street and the Appalachian Parkway meet. And we did take a formal tour of FSU, a 2-hour walk through campus. Did you know there's an actual extracurricular circus program? The campus, like in Gainesville, is just west of downtown. Just to the east, though, is the growing college town of new mid-size apartment buildings and retail. And we stayed at a brand new Hyatt house just a few minutes from FSU and right at the entrance to FAMU in what's now called the Railroad Arts District. A good deal at $175 for the night for a one-bedroom suite with a full kitchen. Dinner was takeout from a restaurant called Table 23, a fantastic grouper dish topped with shrimp and crab. Now, the morning brought a self-guided tour of the Capitol complex. State lawmakers wisely restored the old Capitol building with its House and Senate chambers intact and exhibits of the state's political history. The new Capitol building, with its observation deck at the top, has none of the charm of the old building. Lunch was a few moments away in the part of the city called Midtown at Midtown Caboose. One of the best burgers I've ever had, smoked cheddar, bacon, and roasted red peppers on sourdough. So which place is better, Gainesville or Tallahassee? Well, not judging by schools, but cities, personally, I'd give Tally the edge. But I know that if my son ends up in either place, I'll find some good places to eat and drink. I'm Mapdad, helping point your travels in the right direction.